Psychodrama. We only know one thing, flux. That's right. To give them the flux. To give them the flux.
These rappers is shucking and jiving and stuff, getting themselves in the shit that they can't get out of. Fucking up, here go the flux. A display of lyrics and patterns and rhythms by Side and Young Buck.
For viewers' discretion, it's only factual, non-fiction, homie. The ruler, the thumb sticking out, cause you know me. Federal, pimp lock the block, you can't hold me. Situation getting heavy, ammo get low, need my homie, what's up?
Well, your homie right on you, you know from the fire. Going up on these bitches is devious as we gon' get on this shit. Let's talk, let's not sit on this shit. We the shit on this shit, they just spit on this shit.
So much psychodramatic, oh happy, get this bit crazy, the range you with it, this shit. Buck inside is the physicist. Belligerent, feel it, cause we ignorant. Nigga, y'all in it, the flux is the subject of weight and adrenaline, the feel a bitch. Side the medic, buck the relic, and drama that did it to him once again. Chance that you get, change to your face, and the blood to the covers, undisputed bitch.
And again, to the end of the pen, be worse than this sin against men. I'm feeling fenced in, from birth, saw the light of the earth, and I've been fucked up since then. This fusion, clenching, the might get that bitch contusions. It's two of Chicago's fucking gruesome. Introducing to you the flux.
What up, Taco Crew? It's another Thursday night full of all kinds of action going on. The Rascals are reuniting. Leo Rush makes his Access TV debut. Kenny King gets naked. Scott D'Amore invented pro wrestling. And Masha, Slamovich, and Killer Kelly form a very weird relationship. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Chicago will be your motherfucking shit. Here to show you how worse of it fucking get. Don't play by books. I'm really up in it, burning the rules. Fuck that instruction shit.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Jesse, A.K.A. your very own one and only Chi-Town Smart. What is going on with you, everybody? How's everybody doing on this fantastic thunderstorm Thursday? Look at that. Look at that. Can't get any more perfect than that. We got thunderstorm Thursdays here in Chicago, man. How's your weather wherever you are? Let's get into the show, man. We got a lot going on tonight, didn't we? Much better than last week. Much better than last week. We will get into it, but for right now, Tony Brown, welcome to the Taco Crew. Could have swore you were already a Taco Crew member, bruh. What happened, man? Glad you're here, Tony Brown. What's good with you? And we got Lord J. Coyle with the 4-month Taco Crew membership. Says, I don't always agree with your takes, but I love your presence on the AEW reviews. Keep up the great work. That's it right there, Lord. That's it right there. That's how you do it. We're not all going to agree with everything everyone says. If you guys had any idea how much I disagreed with most of the stuff that JD says, you'd be shocked. You would be shocked. I know I verbally disagree with him quite often, but there's times I disagree with a lot of stuff that he might say, but I stay quiet about it. Or I just agree because in the grand scheme of things, I may understand where he's going with it. Believe it or not, I'm not out there always trying to argue with everything he says. But that's it right there, man. I mean, I don't always agree with your takes. I don't think anyone always agrees with everyone's takes. So I can respect that. I can appreciate that. Thank you so much. And we got Rivals Burgers and Steaks with the $5 super chat says, I'm happy to be part of the taco crew. Without you, I wouldn't be able to keep up with Impact. Can't just give money to JD. Thank you for being you. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, bro. That is love. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Let me shout out my members of the chat community here, man. We get Susan D, head of talent relations. What up, Susan? What up, Mike Rouse? What's going on, Byron? Gary Dickens, what's good with you? What's good with you? Eddie Foster, Low. What is going on? DJ Vampy, JP, Giles. What up? What up? I'm so glad everybody is here, man. I'm so happy everyone is here. I'm glad you all are on board, ready to get into this show. A lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of stuff going on tonight. What is all of this? Let's get in to it, man. We start the show off hot with X Division title on the line. Chris Sabin versus Trey Miguel in a rematch of Against All Odds, man, which was a fantastic match in itself. This one didn't quite get to that level, but what do you expect? So TV match versus a pay-per-view match. Nonetheless, were you not sports entertained? Were you not sports entertained, ladies and gentlemen? I believe you were. So what happened, man? They lock up to start. Trey twists Sabin's arm before Sabin slips out and back into the corner. They lock up again. They fall to the ramp and then out of the ring while they're tangled up. Once they got apart, they shove each other and then start trading blows on the floor. Sabin is rolled back into the ring. But then he trips Trey off the apron and then he chops away at him. Trey kicks Sabin and then they go back inside where Sabin levels him with a clothesline. Sabin drops Trey with a suplex cover attempt. Sabin kicks Trey and then covers again. Trey takes control and then unloads with punches. I mean, they're just going back and forth. They're going back and forth. I mean, as one might expect these two, it seems like these two might be destined to literally fight forever. Fight forever. We'll come back to that. So, Sabin boots him in the corner and then connects with a big suplex. Trey counters a cradle shock and then unloads with a flurry of offenses. Another cover attempt. Sabin drives Trey's knees into the canvas and then drop kicks the left knee. Sabin applies a crossface, but then Trey reaches the bottom rope. Trey catches Sabin with a drop kick in the ropes and then hits a Hurricane Rana. Trey goes up and hits the Meteora, but Sabin immediately counters into a crossface. Sabin lifts Trey up for a cradle shock when the returning Zachary Wentz runs in and causes the DQ. We get a DQ finish. We have a return of Zachary Wentz. Do you guys have any idea how huge this is that Zachary Wentz has returned? Because I don't. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. It seems like a big deal. I liked it. I liked the presentation. Not gonna lie, if you're new here, if you're watching this later, again, I am a new Impact Wrestling fan. So I am. Who's interrupting me? Ooh, that goddamn JP Giles. What is going on with you? Oh, well, first, go back. Johnny Nugan. Please tell me I pronounced that right. I am so sorry if I did not. But welcome to the Taco Crew, Johnny. I appreciate you. Enjoy. Have a seat right there up front. Front row. Susan, get him a chair. Get him a chair, Susan, right up front. Here we go. JP Giles interrupting my stream with a $10 super chat, bro. Thank you so much. Says Impact is seriously underrated. I don't want to sit here and say it's the best wrestling show. However, they put on good TV. By the way, shout out for getting my last name right. Giles is, people get that wrong. That is weird. Thank you so much, JP. I kid, but I welcome all of your donations and support. I sincerely do. Thank you guys so much. Back at it we go. So, who is Wentz? I wish I knew. I do not know, but I will find out soon enough. But it seems as though, all right, because they came in, Wentz came in, he interrupted, caused the DQ. Trey and Wentz, they hug it out, and they double team Sabin with stumps. And then Shelley shows up and they run off. So, from what commentary is saying, it seems to be a reformation of the Rascals. That team name does sound slightly familiar from the, being an outside wrestling fan, outside of Impact. I do remember hearing that name, but I am not familiar with the group at all, what they've done, their history. So I am all on board with it to see how it goes. After the break, though, Trey says it's been 3 years since the Rascals have been in Impact. Trey says his focus is no longer on the X Division title. He said, fuck that title, man. He said, fuck that title. I got other stuff to do. Don't get time for that. He says he went through hell while he was gone and was abandoned by the fans. You a-hole fans abandoned him. How could you abandon Trey Miguel? That was messed up, man. That was messed up. Oh, Wentz, I'm sorry. How could you abandon him, man? He says, no more treehouse, just brothers. They're after the tag titles now. So, they're after the tag titles. Easy, simple. Trey has moved on from that X Division title. Say he don't want it no more. Now he wants the tag title. So I guess they're going for A, B, C. Let's see how it goes, man. We have Trinity versus Jay Vidal with Deonna Purrazzo at commentary. This is an interesting commentary. Made it a point to point out that this was Trinity's first one-on-one intergender match. That's awesome. Maybe that's one of the reasons she decided to join Impact. Not just, just to go out and wrestle men, but just the simple fact of not being pigeonholed or handcuffed and forced to only wrestle what the company wants you to wrestle. I mean, if you have a program, if you have a pitch, say, with someone else in the locker room, and you can go to talent and Impact and say, hey, we want to do a program, an intergender program. Is that okay? Impact is well documented to easily go ahead and book intergender matches. They've done it quite well. So that's good. I like to see it, man. It's different. It's a controlled environment. So I'm not the one to sit here and say, I don't want to see men hitting women. He's just beating on women, or it's not believable, or it's not. Everything is possible, man. Not all men can beat up all women. I've personally seen women that can beat the crap out of the average guy. So you just book it right. You just book it right, and it will look good. So, we got up. Hold on here. Oh my God, really? Oh, that's the guy. Okay. So, all right. So, Osakui just texted me. Turns out Wentz used to be a tag team with Wesley and NXT. They were MSK. Okay. Remember the guy that got caught with the old photos of him dressing up as Hitler, and then he got fired for PR reasons? That's who that was. So we can now look forward to rooting for Hitler in Impact Wrestling. I kid. I thought that was a raw deal. I don't think it was. I'm not going to get into it. I don't think the man should have been fired for it, though. But who am I? I don't run a wrestling company. All right. So we started off. Vidal gets chased out of the ring to start it off. He gets back in and he attacks Trinity from behind before slapping her across the face in the corner. Trinity comes back with a drop kick and a slap across the face of her own. She chokes him briefly before gyrating her. She gyrated her ass all in his face. She put her ass all in his face, and the crowd's like, "Woo, yeah!" And then everybody's like, "Oh man, like, he's a lucky guy." I don't think he enjoyed it. All right, I don't think he enjoyed it. I believe he is one of the very few men that would not have enjoyed that. So there you go. Didn't enjoy it. Wasn't happy. Let's see. She chokes him briefly for kicking him out of the corner. Jay is so mad about what Trinity just did to him. So he goes and talks to Evans, who pulls him out of the ring so he can recoup. He had to resituate himself, man. That poor guy just had Trinity's ass all in his face, bruh. She was just, here, I'll show you. I got the neck pillow right here. See his neck pillow? It was Trinity's ass and Jay Vidal's face, and it was, all right, instant replay. See, I'm going to show you again. It's kind of how it went. The visuals. You need the visuals, bruh. There you go. Trinity drop kicks Evans into the barricade. Shaw distracts the ref while Evans and Vidal double team Trinity on the other side. Jay attempts to cover and then gloats. Trinity throws hands on him, but then gets yanked by the hair. Vidal hits an elbow drop in a cover attempt. Trinity tries a sunset pin out of the corner. She hits a clothesline and a back elbow before a kick off of the ropes in a cover attempt. Trinity connects with a crossbody off the top rope. Trinity drives Vidal into the mat before applying the Starstruck for the win. Trinity with the W. Tim B. Tim B pulling double duty, bruh, says he is a new Taco Crew member. Tim B, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And then comes right back with the $10 super chat. Says for past dues. Bruh, past dues. I'm happy you're here, man. I'm happy you're here. Me and Tim B shared a conversation this morning. I had just woken up. Tim asked me if I had any connection problems with Fight Forever. And I'm like, no. None at all. I mean, I got it on PS4 and PS5 and it's been fine. So then I got up and I went and I saw my son this morning. And then my son was like, I keep getting kicked off of Fight Forever on the PlayStation 4. He plays it on the PS4. I said, huh, really? I go check it out. And it wouldn't connect to the network. He kept getting booted right out to the home screen. Like crap. So then Tim messages me back and saying that he got it to work when he logged offline. So I did that and my kid got to play. So good times. Thank you so much, Tim. I appreciate you. JP Giles back in it again. Said, yeah, most people think my last name is Gillies. So I was surprised that you got it right. That does not look like Gillies. That's Giles. But I appreciate you, man. I am not the best at pronouncing names. So I feel like I've accomplished something right there. Man, I appreciate that. Let me turn this. There we go. After the match was over, Shaw and Evans team up on Trinity. They started double teaming her. Then Deonna Purrazzo decides to leave commentary. She says she's going to get involved and go help and stop this madness. So she gets up from the commentary booth and takes a very slow stroll to the ring. You know? Very slow and observant roll, just letting the beatdown happen a little bit longer. No rush, man. What's the rush? Let Trinity get softened up some, right? So she finally makes her way into the ring, all right? Makes the save, and then everyone retreats. The heels pack up and get out of there. And Trinity and Deonna are just kind of left staring at each other, you know? So what I like about this is we're starting to get some meat on the bone. I think that's the right choice of words, right? Talking about Deonna and Trinity, starting to get some meat on the bone. Yeah. We're starting to get some meat on the bone of this feud. It was just too much admiration and I love you and you love me. Deonna is slowly becoming a little bit more of a bitch here. I would like to see her go full bitch mode, but right now she's taking her time. There's no rush. She want to see what Trinity can do to handle herself. She observed it, then she went and broke it up. So, good stuff, man. I did want to see a little bit more heat into this feud going into Slammiversary, and they are slowly getting us there. So, all right. Backstage, we get Brian Myers confronting Moose. Myers and the Good Hams were walking into their locker room, and Moose was just sitting in the back, chilling, hanging out, looking real dapper, man, looking real slick, smooth. Got the suit on. Moose dressed up real nice, man, looking clean, real clean. Myers walks in, confronts Moose, and hypes him up ahead of the tag team title match at Slammiversary against ABC. Moose tells Myers to ditch the dead weight and looked right at the Good Hands like, these mofos right here, get them out. And he just walked off and left. You know, Myers is like, I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, I'll fix this, don't worry. So, we'll see. I hope they didn't give up on the Good Hands with Brian Myers just yet. I was actually kind of liking that pairing. I like that one. So we see the footage of Johnny Swinger beating Bhupinder Gujjar on BTI with Zicky Dice serving as the referee. Backstage, and he did a quick count to get him an easy win. It was real campy. Then they're backstage, and then Swinger asked Dice to put a 1 on that O record because they got to win. Another ref walks up and says he spoke to Santino, and because of Dice's actions, that win don't count. So they still don't have a win, bruh. That's their gimmick right now. That's their story. They don't have a win. So we have next up the TV debut of Lio Rush. Lio Rush is in Impact, man. It seems like commentary. He's facing Jack Price, by the way, for anybody who gave a rat's ass. So it sounded like commentary was trying to make sure they got it across that Lio was making his Access TV debut on Impact. So I don't know if this means that he made a debut somewhere else at another time, at a pay-per-view or something like that, or on a different network or something like that. I don't know. But this is his first time in the Impact Zone. So give me 1 second, guys. There we go. Sorry. Leo Rush versus Jack Price. Here we go. Leo Rush. He stretches into the corner. He's getting ready for the match. Leo is, stretching. He gotta stretch those quads, stretch those hammies. You gotta get loose before a wrestling match, bro. You gotta stretch those joints. Jack Price is just sitting there like, really? What are we doing? Leo's like, hold on. Let me finish stretching, bruh. You gotta get loose. Start stretching out. So then Leo gets ready. He goes for a handshake, and then he slaps the guy. Then he just slaps Jack Price. He made Jack sit there and wait for him to finish stretching just to come slap him in the face. Right away, I'm ready to kill this guy if I'm Jack Price. Right away. Rush runs around the ring. He does his Leo Rush run around thing, where he doesn't go. I don't think Leo Rush is capable of going rope to rope. Leo goes rope to center to other rope. So he goes zoop, and the visuals. You guys come here for the goddamn visuals, okay? Deal with it. The visuals. Whatever. Fuck you guys, man. Whatever. Rush moves super quickly to dodge Price before striking. Rush takes Price to the corner and then heel kicks him off of the apron. Rush slides out and gets hit with a right hand onto the floor. Rush escapes a powerbomb and swings around to the ring post to avoid him. On the other side, Rush dives out onto Price. Back inside of the ring, Rush kicks Price. He goes up and then he connects with the final hour for the splash. The final hour splash for the win. Leo Rush wins. Kind of paint by numbers, Kind of a debut match. Beat this guy. Go to the back. Leo Rush looks good. It's always good to see Leo Rush. He has somewhat of a reputation for being a locker room issue. All right. It's pretty well documented that sometimes he doesn't get along with management. Things like that. I don't know. It sounds like all politics involved with him, but I'm not going to get into it. I'm happy he's here because Leo Rush is extremely talented. So, on the Dirty Dango, Dango cuts a promo on the outside about how Jim Cornette once slapped Santino Marella backstage. He talks about Santino's daughter now being in the business and questions if she's getting slapped around now too. Ooh. Santino responds and says Dango is out of his mind. This is supposed to be his post-in-ring career, but now he's going to show him his grappling skills in Windsor. Santino says he will make Dango pay. For some reason, Scott D'Amore was not happy. Was not happy about him talking about his daughter like that, man. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Okay. Next up, KiLynn King versus Masha Slamovich. Love this match, man. Love KiLynn King. Love Masha. The action starts quick as Masha whips King around by her hair after King charged to start the match off. Masha goes for a dive, but King cuts her off at the ropes. King unloads with punches while on the floor. Back on the inside, King stomps on Masha in the corner. Taylor Wilde gets involved. She's on the outside in KiLynn King's corner. She pulls on Masha, but the ref catches her. King lifts Masha, but Masha rolls through and stomps her right in the stomach like a little mini coup de grace. King clobbers her with a big clothesline to cover attempt. They trade blows until Masha gets flipped, but she lands on her feet. It was like a little sunset. She lands on her feet and plants King with a suplex. Both women work their way back up onto the refs before the refs count. Masha boots King out of the corner and then hits a rising knee strike followed by a boot. Masha hits a spin kick cover for a 1 count. King throws a right hand and chokes Masha, tossing her into the corner for a back elbow. King drops Masha with a DVD cover attempt. They trade more strikes in the middle of the ring. These women are going back and forth. They're going back and forth. KiLynn King, her physique alone, you can tell she wasn't destined to win this match. But her stature and her physique alone is, you can tell that she's going to bring the fight to anyone. I don't know how you squash her in any match because she just seems so just dominant just by her stature alone. Excuse me. Masha hits a spinning back fist and kick across the face. Another cover attempt. Wild hypes up King, allowing King to punch Masha to the floor. King slides out and then she eats a kick. Masha flies out to flatten King on the outside. King rolls back in, so she gets back in the ring. But then Wild takes Masha down while the ref had her back to her. So, because Masha is getting tormented by Taylor Wilde on the outside. Masha gets tossed back into the ring as Wild barks orders over to King. And then Killer Kelly runs down and chokes Taylor Wilde out with the chain. Kelly still has the dog chain around her neck, bruh. She comes out with the dog chain around her neck, looking like she's ready to fucking just murder. Grabs Taylor Wilde, starts choking her out with a chain on the ramp. She's choking her out on the ramp, staring right into the ring at Masha with that sinister Killer Kelly grin on her face. Masha hits King with the snowplow for the win. After the match, Masha and Kelly meet face to face in the ring in one of the sexiest moments I can remember seeing in pro wrestling, bruh. They just stare each other down and just kind of just touching, and Kelly's out there and it looks like it's cold in the arena because, all right, I'm going too far. I enjoyed the match. Let's see. We have a vignette that airs on Scott D'Amore's in-ring career. Scott, Dreamer, Shelley, Sabin all discuss his career and the careers he's helped coach. This package made it look like Scott D'Amore was a goddamn Hall of Famer. This video package made Scott D'Amore look like the second coming of Ric Flair or some shit, dude. This guy had apparently a star-studded career. I don't know who put this package together, but they did a damn good job because they made it look like this guy was the most important thing to ever happen to pro wrestling. Gia Miller interviews Scott and asks if he'll be able to pick up his ring work, because he had that layoff, Scott says he's as ready as he'll ever be. He calls Darren McCarthy a good guy and questions why they need an enforcer since he doesn't plan on following the rules. Darren McCarthy was added as a special enforcer in their big match coming up at Slammiversary. Why? Not too sure. But then Scott gets interrupted by the Good Hands. The Good Hands are just not having a good night tonight. They're just not having a good night tonight. They interrupt and say their bad luck started when D'Amore hit Hotch with the Canadian Destroyer. Scott apologizes for their abandonment issues and is only going to compete at he's only going to compete at Slammiversary, so he's not wrestling anywhere else. However, he'll suggest to Santino because he can't make matches anymore, Scott D'Amore, because he stepped down, right? But he'll suggest to Santino that the Good Hands take on PCO in a 2-on-1 match next week. So the Good Hands get to face PCO. PCO, who I don't think I've ever seen win a match yet. Everything they've put him in, he's lost. But now they're going to put him in a handicap match against the Good Hands. Not sure if I like this match being booked or not. We'll see. If the Good Hands lose, then my biggest fears are going to be present right there. Yuya Uemura versus Kenny King. All right, we get a lockup to start. Yuya takes King to the mat with a left arm stretch. King backs Yuya into a corner to split. Yuya chops him and then applies a headlock. So it's just paint by the numbers at this point. Nothing exciting. I mean, Kenny King, Uemura, they're just going through the motions at this point. This match really didn't do too much for me, if I'm being honest here. Yuya chops him and then applies a headlock. Yuya hits a hip toss and a drop kick to maintain control of the match. Again, just a lot of just chain wrestling, things like that. Kenny King regroups into the corner before doing a cheap shot over the ref's shoulder. King throws Yuya off from doing a bulldog running kick into the chest. King stretches Yuya on the mat. Yuya works his way up, but King plants him with a spine buster for the cover. Yuya reverses a stalling suplex with a DDT. After the break, Yuya throws punches and clobbers King. Again, now they're just striking back and forth. Just nothing crazy about the match at all. King tries a spin kick. Yuya evades and delivers forearm shots. King kicks Yuya and hits a royal flush for the win. Kenny King picks up the win. Match didn't do too much of anything for me. I mean, it was kind of blah, but it was a cold match. I didn't really see any heat going into it. I don't know. So, King and Gene celebrate in the ring for a moment before Joe Hendry comes out and debuts his.
Amen. He appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Comes out and debuts a new song for King that makes fun of him for, I guess apparently King was on Renee Paquette's show, and King said that he used to be a male stripper. So Joe Hendry made a whole song, a whole video about Kenny King being a stripper.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
All right. I see that Joe, digital media champion, loves making these spoof videos, and I'm enjoying all of them. I'm enjoying all of them, man. If you don't believe at this point, you should. I believe. This guy's hilarious, man. This guy's hilarious. Nick Aldis. It is time for Nick Aldis to explain his actions, bruh. Why? Why, Nick? Why? Why did you turn on Alex Shelley? Nick comes out, makes his way out, dressed to the nines, 3-piece suit, just like Nick Aldis knows how to do. Before he goes into explaining why he did what he did, he asked the champion to come out. He said, Alex, come on out, bro. I want to have a talk with you. Come on out. So he can explain things to him face to face. Shelley almost gets into the ring, and then Aldis stops him and said, whoa. So after the Jimmy Jacobs attack last week, he doesn't feel safe, Aldis. So he wants Shelley to go and sit out there in the crowd with the pheasants, with the little people in the crowd. Go sit with them. Shelley said, I don't give a fuck. I consider it an honor to go sit with these fans. I'll go sit with the fans. Aldis explains himself and says, Shelley acts like a hero, but he's a fake revolutionary. Who else in this industry have labeled themselves as a revolutionary? Was that a dig? Was that a shot? Nick Aldis throwing a shot at someone? Another revolutionary? I don't know. As soon as Shelley got to his seat, he tried to do everything as soon as Shelley got a seat at the table, he tried doing everything he could to get rid of guys like Aldis. So what Aldis is saying that is Shelley tried to politic Aldis out of the company, right? Aldis promised that Shelley's transitional reign will be over at Slammiversary when he humiliates him and exposes him. Shelley finally told Aldis to just shut up, just stop talking, bro. You're getting on my nerves. You're not making any fucking sense. Just stop talking, bro. Shelley gets up and Aldis takes off his jacket. Like, oh, okay. Aldis taking off his jacket. About to get into it, bro. He takes off his jacket as the two start brawling at ringside. Right away, they getting at it. Shelley gets tossed into the post face first. Sabin runs down to make the save once Aldis grabbed the world title, because Aldis is getting ready to hit him with the title. But Sabin runs down to make the save. All of a sudden, Lio Rush came flying into the ring out of nowhere, attacked Sabin from behind. Rush and Aldis beat up Sabin and Shelley. Aldis strikes Shelley with the world title, while Rush blasts Sabin with the X Division title. Aldis and Rush hold up the titles to send their message to end the show. Interesting. And on Instagram, right away, I'm told that Chris Sabin has challenged Lio Rush at Slammiversary for the X Division title. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not sure how Lio Rush managed to pop right in and get an X Division title opportunity, but whatever. This is the reason they're going to give us, because Lio decided to somehow form a partnership with Aldis, attacked Sabin, and now Sabin wants to defend his title. It is what it is, man. But that's going to be a fantastic match. That match could steal the show. I have not seen Lio go in a little bit, but I know he can go. So we will see how that one comes out. Not 100% sure. Guys, that is today's show. Thank you guys so much for being here, man. Let me check and see and make sure that we did not miss any super chats. Tanmay. Tanmay, thought you were going to get out of there, didn't you? I see you, Tanmay. With a 12-month membership, Tanmay says, after 12 months. All right, hold on. So Tanmay has a lot to say. All right. Tanmay has a lot to say. He's been here 12 months. And this marks his 1 year here in the Taco Crew. You know, salute to you. Here's what Tanmay has to say. Hi. That's awesome, bruh. Hi, Tanmay. Appreciate you. I'm just giving you shit, man. Ryan, the Canadian Chipmunk. Oh, fuck you, Ryan. It's all smoky down here in Chicago because of you. There is smoke. The air quality is terrible, and we can't breathe outside because of Ryan, the Canadian Chipmunk. 1 year Taco Crew member. It is also my birthday. Oh, no shit. And Fight Forever came out. It's been one hell of a great day. It has been. And happy birthday to Ryan, my one and only Canadian Chipmunk, bruh. That's what's up. Happy birthday to you. I appreciate you all. Guys, that is it for the super chats and the memberships. as I scroll to make sure, because I don't like missing people, man. I don't like missing people who have decided to donate to the channel. Tony Brown says he sent a super chat. You sent a super chat, Tony Brown. I got your membership, man. Tony Brown, I got your membership, bro. But let me go pull up. Hold on. Let me go pull up the archives here. We dig into the crates. Let me dig into the crates, bruh. I don't know why it's not listed up here for me. But don't worry. I will find it. I will find it. There we go. Ah, there we go. There it is. Don't know why I wasn't there. Let me blow this up. Let me blow this up. See all. Yes. Let me get that one. And we get Tony Brown. Here we go. Tony Brown with the $5 super chat. This should have been first and foremost on my list, man. What happened here? Tony Brown, some sweet. My kids are still awake. Some sweet booty tonight. Thank you so much, Tony Brown. I would love to shout your super chat as loud as I could, but the kids are awake. So, some sweet booty meat. Tony Brown likes booty meat, guys. So do I. So do I. Haha. Thank you so much, Tony Brown. I got you, bruh. I got you, bruh. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me here tonight. Yeah, man, it was a quick one, man. It was sent before you came in. I got you. I got you. Wait, did you? No, not you. That was for Tony Brown. There we go. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I will be, where can you catch me next? What is today? Oh, that's what I was going to talk to you guys about. Turn this shit down for a second. I want to do a stream. I think I'm going to do it on YouTube where I'm going to play against Taco Crew members in AEW Fight Forever. It'll be a members only stream. Well, I may welcome everyone into the stream, but I'm only playing with members of the Taco Crew. So if you are a Taco Crew member and you have AEW Fight Forever and you want to come after the Taco King himself one-on-one, let me know. And I will murder you, all of you, individually, one at a time. I will go undefeated. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. All right, you guys. Let's get out of here. Stay up to date on my Twitter, Chi-Town Smart, and I will keep you guys posted on the stream for Fight Forever. My name is Jesse, aka your very own one and only Chi-Town Smart. I thank you all for being here, and I will see you guys all next time. Peace.
Adrenaline, I feel a bitch. Side the medic, buck the relic, and drama deleted. one once again. The chance that you get, change to your face and the blood to the covers, undisputed bitch.
And again, to the end of the pen, be worse than this sin against men. I'm feeling fenced in, from birth saw the light of the earth, and I've been fucked up since then. This fusion, clenching, the might get that bitch contusions. It's two of Chicago's fucking gruesome. Introducing to you the flux.
Big dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? All over the world, it's the same old thing. Psychodrama, fluctuating.
My continuous output, my flow of ideas for years been thrilling in me. Please don't stop this feeling in me before the feeling get to killing in me. See, I'm into mayhem. When the play hit the streets of havoc, and then I'm ready to leave your grave in. Lucifer got nothing to do with this shit. To the days of dirt, getting fucked up within. And I put that on the house, bitch. To the days of the dirt, you gon' cancel that down shit.
And you can inhale the danger. Consider this us spilling out pills of anger. Fuck around, swell a vein up and make you rebel on the stranger. Get contained up, things I'm thinking. Sometimes I be feel like I'm sinking in the motherfucking words of the rap. Floating in the ink pen, breathing and blinking as I lead you to the brink and push you off in the deep end of the issue. Out of the realm of reaching, you ain't gonna know what the fuck to hit you cause you sleeping. Chicago will be your motherfucking chick. Here to show you how worse of it fucking get. Don't play by books. I'm really up in it, burning the rules. Fuck that instruction shit.